Every day, over 350,000 new variations of malware hit the web. And while most organizations have attempted to mitigate these attacks, many antivirus and firewall technologies that worked in the past are no longer effective. Rocket IT helps you identify and update outdated technologies and processes that put your business at risk. To learn more about how Rocket IT can help protect your organization, click the link in this episode's description.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Thrive, Y'all. I'm your host, Jessica Clayton, and I'm the marketing coordinator here at Rocket IT. Today, I have Deborah Lanham joining me. Deborah, thank you so much for your time.
Jessica, my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me to be here.
So Deborah is the president and CEO of the Alpharetta Chamber of Commerce. And so for some of our viewers who didn't know that Alpharetta has its own Chamber of Commerce, can you tell us what your organization does and what you're responsible for on a daily basis?
Sure. Well, if you're at all familiar with Chambers of Commerce, we're here to support business. And you're right, we're a city chamber. So you have your county chambers, you'll have your regional chambers, you'll even have specific focus like the airport chamber here in Atlanta. We are focused on the city of Alpharetta and its business.
Perfect. And so what are some events and programs that your chamber offers, and how can your community get involved in those events?
That's a great question. I think, you mentioned earlier, just what does it look like day to day? We field a variety of calls, and we're actually located in the community in an inviting office complex. So we get daily guests that will come into our office and have signage on the road. So that makes it easy too, but a lot of visitors. So we spend a lot of time answering questions, not only for our business community, but and also residents that live here and those that are calling in to find out what Alpharetta holds. If I were to relocate from Cleveland, Ohio, tell me what Alpharetta is like. It's amazing the kinds of interactions we have, not only through phone, but email. And so it really is an opportunity for us as a chamber to sell our city and to share the amazing community that we are a part of. And so that's daily. We even get folks that are looking to retire, and they've heard that it's warmer here. The climate is inviting here in Atlanta. So we certainly have so many, assisted living facilities and senior facilities where there's transitional opportunities. So it gives us a real opportunity to give those seekers an opportunity to see what our landscape looks like here in Alpharetta. And there's so much to offer. So we spend a lot of time as a chamber doing that. That's for sure.
Nice. And so how many current members are there? And then how are you looking to grow that number through just, with people moving into the area? How do you kind of attract new people to join?
We are unique in that we are a city chamber. So we want to make sure that we grow at the rate that continues to keep us small in our personality. It's difficult to be able to develop those relationships that are so meaningful and connections that this is really the important part, the connections that are meaningful for our business members. You have to watch that growth. So right now we're over 400 members and we are growing and we want to grow, but I think we're going to be very comfortable in managing somewhere in the neighborhood of 500-600 members and do that well. And of course we'll add staff as we grow. And we want to grow, but I think that our membership loves the fact that we are a bit smaller, more personable, and that relationships go deeper because you're not one of many, many in a room. You can actually have those interactions individually and those follow-up connections. And so we're really excited about what that means. And so it makes our growth strategy real specific. And it provides that value the businesses are looking for. Connection.
Very true. And so with that connection aspect, Are there any particular events that you plan for a chamber member to participate in? Kind of how do they get involved and tapped in with that connection?
Really, events are how you do that in a larger setting. You can have 40 people in a room post COVID, or, as we're working through COVID, we've been real smart about that, but people have missed one another. And so, how we've always done it is through that event planning. It's not the same virtually. So, we have made a point to be out in venues where we can have open doorway. We have a lot of restaurant venues in our city. So, we do use those to our advantage to connect our business members and invite guests, because we know people are always looking at the opportunity to join. And is this a good fit for my business? But our members love getting out and connecting. So we do a variety of events that offer options on time of day, typically once a month morning, once a month lunch, or an afternoon. We also do the after hours. We call it the Wednesday social. And it allows us to get out in the evening, and really not a lot of content or planned content for an event. It's just the connecting, getting our members together, and a great way to invite that guest to come and check it out and meet our members. Our city officials like to attend. Our mayor will stop by from time to time. So you never know what that blend of guest and member will look like. But we always get just such great comments about how they met someone at, for example, the Wednesday social, and they're now doing business together. So we love to see and hear those success stories.
Yeah, that's super amazing. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you want, especially when you're planning the Wednesday socials. It's not just to kind of say, hey, we're just doing this event. You want to foster those business relationships and those community relationships as well.
You are absolutely right.
That's great.
Thank you.
And so, are there any major partnerships within your city that you like, or that your organization likes to partner with frequently? Or do you kind of have a rotating, you want to kind of partner with different organizations whenever you can?
I stepped into this role January of 2020, and I brought with me definitely a library of connections. I have been in the community 24 years. We moved here from Detroit back in 97 and love this area, and really have grown to know it. And not only on our personal life, the connections and friendships, but also through business. And so I walked in with those connections, and I knew how important it would be to continue partnerships, community partnerships especially, and to forge new ones. Very important there. And so we are a very strong partner with the city of Alpharetta, and we work with a variety of departments over there. And then we also are a partner to the Alpharetta Convention and Visitor Bureau. So Janet Rogers is the executive director, and I've known Janet for years and just have learned to just so appreciate and respect her and love her and her hard work, all tourism, bringing guests here and promoting our city. And she really spends a lot of time promoting too those overnight stays in our hotels. That's a big part of her work. So she's a huge partnership. There's a huge partnership with our CVB. And I mentioned that relocation piece. When individuals are calling to look into relocation, we partner up with our CVB to make sure we have a variety of material that we can forward. People still are looking to have information that they can thumb through, not just online, but things they can look at, and especially maps. Those are still really, believe it or not, fun to have, and they like a physical map in their hand. So we partner up with the CVB, and then also the Tech Alpharetta. We have a tech incubator here, and so we're a community partner with Tech Alpharetta. And I help that organization, they help me, and to see that we are focusing on those startups and grooming them to be able to hopefully reinvest and stay here into brick and mortar in our city. Those are expansion opportunities that we love to be a part of. And then also Fulton County schools. Our schools are amazing. And so we have Alpharetta High School. And then we also have a new Innovation Academy. It's a STEM school, and it's in the former Milton High School location. And it's totally a brand new state-of-the-art school. And we are a part of that partnership. And then also serve on the Tech Alpharetta board, and I serve on the newly formed Innovation Academy Foundation board. So some board service there too. So we are rolling up our sleeves and getting in the work. We are not just sitting back talking about these partnerships. We are very much involved in making sure these partnerships are strong and that we're supportive. And how can we help you? And we roll up our sleeves and get involved.
Very good. Sounds like you're busy a lot, and it sounds like that I appreciate that you have all these connections, and especially since you've been here for in the community for, a certain amount of time. It's always great to be able to kind of say, hey, go through your Rolodex and kind of say who would be a great partner for this event, or who would give us the most, exposure to get new incoming residents or even people looking to be residents. I think that's very beneficial, especially for your city chamber.
Thank you. And it's on a variety of levels. We definitely have to support our businesses. That's key. And making sure that they're making the connections that help grow their business, their company. They have strategy. And certainly in the area of marketing, we can enhance that strategy. Just the membership alone will more than pay for itself when they land several, business opportunities through the chamber and those connections. Nothing does us more good than to know that we're really helping our members in that regard.
Very good. And so what would you say is the most fulfilling aspect of your role?
I have learned something about myself. You get to a certain age and you start to reflect on your journey. And at this stage, it has always been a position where I'm helping others get where they want to go. That's been really, really important to me, that I am a woman of my word, that if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And so coming in as the new CEO here a year ago, and it's hard to believe that we're about to turn a corner and enter into 2022. It goes so fast. But what is so fulfilling is to know that all this time spent, all this work, lots of hours, because we don't look at a clock and say, oh, it's 5, it's time to go. We're always on. Chambers of Commerce are in the business of being available, responding quickly. You can't wait. When people call in, they want an answer now. And so, I think that's what's so fulfilling, is to know you're helping people. And it could be the smallest question or need, and they find a solution in calling their chamber. And even for those that aren't members yet, that's what's amazing. You hear on the other line of a call, someone will say to me, and it's happened more than once, you have been so helpful. Thank you so much. I didn't know where I was going to go and I thought about the chamber, and I said, you thought correctly. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to help you. So it's very fulfilling. I feel that we're doing our job well when we can help be a solution to someone's problem or challenge. It's maybe a better way to say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so great to be able to hear that you're actually making an impact right then and there, even if it's just, providing information. That's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so how can our viewers get connected with you or the chamber to learn more information on getting either joined or, any upcoming events that you have?
Sure. Well, it's an exciting time right now at the Alpharetta Chamber of Commerce, because we've just entered into a partnership with the city, and we're helping develop the Downtown Alpharetta District. And so it's an exciting time to get involved, because we're going to be promoting the district, lots of events coming up. They've been doing this in a variety of ways. We're bringing it together to one cohesive plan. So I'd love to talk to anyone interested in looking at moving into the area, downtown Alpharetta. But also, if you're conducting business in Alpharetta, you may not be located in Alpharetta or even in the surrounding community. You're in another county. We have businesses all over. They come in from Cobb and Gwinnett and Forsyth. We're here for you. We're here to help you. And so reach out to me directly. My email is simple. It's Deborah@alpharettachamber.com.
Nice. And then is there anything else you would like to share with our audience today?
I think that it's important, again, to reiterate that everyone is a leader. We're all leaders. You're a leader, Jessica. And it's important as a leader, and you're developing yourself as a professional, is to to get out there and connect with others and develop a leader quality network. And I have found that to be so beneficial in my own work. We're here to help you do that. Not only are we here for the business, we're here for the business professional. We want to help you develop a leader quality network. Best place to start is in your Chamber of Commerce.
Very well spoken.
Thank you.
And so, Deborah, I think that wraps up another episode of Thrive, y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us. We will make sure to leave links in our description box below if anyone is interested in reaching out to you to get more information. And for the rest of our viewers, we'll see you on our next episode of Thrive, y'all. Have a great day.